Okay, here you go. I was just in an auto parts store, and it always takes a person who's not from here, born here, to make the right statements. Look, man, you people mad at Donald Trump, you gotta go fuck yourself, because you don't understand government. He's doing everything by proclamation. He's doing everything correctly. He's the executive branch of government. He can't make bills. He can send bills to the legislation, but most people don't know how to register or how to vote for a fucking senator. Most people don't even realize they're doing it. Oh, America clicks some things. Because they vote senators in all the time. Presidents 4 times, senators twice. Every 2 years, I think they do it, or every whatever they do it. I don't even remember. I don't vote. I'm not a voter. I'm foreign. Why would I vote? I'm foreign. Look, you got to take control of your name. First thing you got to do, you got to take control of your name. You got to go make a brand. I don't care if you make a logo. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you write your name upside down with crooked letters. Go fucking make a brand. And you can privately register it. You can privately register your brand. You go to the fucking post office. You set it on the counter and go, put it in an envelope and go, I like to register mail this. Register mail it to yourself. 3011. Return, receipt, requested, under signature by an adult at least. If not, when you put it, when you want a letter to go to somebody and you really want it to go to that person in the government, you can make that happen. They will go out of their fucking way, break their neck, break their back, change the fucking world to get it to the correct person. Just like a process server, because that's what they are. They're banking process servers. That's who they do. That's what they do in the post office. They serve process. Because this is all process. Everybody in the government is serving a process. What are the cops doing? I follow procedure. I'm a procedural officer. They're serving a process. What is the judge doing? Oh, I'm working by procedure. I'm following policy and process. What is everybody doing? Oh, let me see. Your Honor, what are you doing? Following procedure and process. As long as they follow procedure and process, they can't lose. License, registration, insurance card. Bow! You're dead. Sorry, I was following procedure. He don't go to jail. Nothing happened to him. Oh, take 30 days pay. Go away. We'll bring it back. You wonder why people come back from shooting people, and you can't even fucking figure it out because they're following process, not the Constitution. They're following process and procedure. We follow procedure. I don't understand why we're getting yelled at. I don't understand why these people aren't doing the right thing. It's all about procedures. Process. So, if you want to register your brand, you go down you mail it to yourself. You go down to the post office. You set it on the counter. You're in your nice manila 9x11 envelope. Or 9 by whatever they are, 9x12 envelope. And you set it on the counter and you go, I'd like to send this to this address. And I need a return receipt requested. You don't even have to put it on. They might make you, I don't know if they do it at the post office anymore. They might do it all on a computer and then be done with it. You take your green card, they're right there on it. You tell, like the postal clerk's here. You go, oh, look. Registered mail you have to get from behind the counter. They don't give out registered mail numbers because they're a registration. That's how you register things into the government. So then you mail it to yourself, and then when they come with the paper and they make you sign a little green card and they take it away, and then they go to the post office and they stamp it. It's all good. It's all good process, and then they bring it back to you. Now you have a registration in any court of law that has at least 2 of you, if not 3, because you should, whatever you put in the envelope, you should get notarized, because then you have the person that's seen it in the envelope, the person that mailed it, and you, and that's a 3-party instrument. That's thank you, dunker, because this is the magic world of 1, 2, 3, abracadabra. 1, 2, 3. It's the magic world of 1, 2, 3. So once you do 1, 2, 3, go into court next time and go and say everything you say 3 times right there on the bed. Watch how aggravated the fucking judge gets, because that's a procedure. That's a process. Hello, I have a process I want to follow. You can follow your own processes. You just have to know how to predict it into their system. Or pre-dedicate it into their acts. They're following acts. And you're ruining their acts when you get in trouble. When you do things without their knowledge, without their whatever, you're ruining their TV shows. You're ruining their programming because they have cameras back there, and they're paying. People are paying for this. They're paying to watch this. And when you come in there and you interject your slowly slumpy self into a courtroom that they're claiming to have jurisdiction over you, and you're not making claims against that or getting them to state where they are, that's your problem. And then you're not having a controlling. You're not even being a holder. You're not even a holder of your own name. You don't even hold, I hold my name. No, where's the paperwork, man? I see your registration of the holdership of your name. I don't think you'd ever be a holder in due course. I think they continue. That's why you have to register, get it in your name, and then do things against, without that name. So then you have a reason, you can hold a reasonable suspicion of not doing it without your name. Or however you want to do it. There's all kinds of different processes. But however you want to do it. You know what I mean? When you change your name, you have to do that through a DBA, doing business as. When you go and you go in there and then you're doing business as this guy. All right, now I can trade in this name. So now I'm going to take this name and I'm going to doing businesses out here, and then I'm going to come back and doing business in here. And every time you do that in any other states, you become foreign because every state's a country. It's not really a state. It's like France, Spain, all them little countries out there, Luxembourg, and whatever else is out there. All them little countries out there, they're all countries. Just like this is the country of New Jersey. And we call the governor is the president of New Jersey. And you didn't even write him a letter telling him who you were. He just thinks you're whatever your social security number is, plus your box, plus your zip and your box. And that takes you into Washington, D.C. And then after that, you become federal. And then there's 75 million numbers after that. And then their securities exchange. And then they're sold on the market. And you're not claiming anything. I mean, you're not claiming anything. You're just standing there going, and they think, God damn, there's some dumb vessels out here. And nobody's doing anything. It's ridiculous. It's undaunting how many people think that they have standing and status somewhere and they have nothing. And then they want to say that sovereignty is not real. Well, if you go on, right, to any stamp collecting, any philatopus or any philately, anything like that, dude, they sell sovereign sheets. Every country has one. They sell sovereign sheets of stamps all the time, constantly. They print them every year. Any country that has a postal service, and they all have a postal service. It's called the UPU. You think it's a USPS, but it's really just a UPU, and it's really and if you live in a military post office or a general post or at a franchise post, it depends. You have to go in there and ask, am I at a general post? Where's the postmaster? May I ask what location I'm at? Because I don't know where I am. Where is my designation being located right now? You don't even know when you're home if you're home. Because you never question where you're at. But that box number is your post. The zip, post, office, because you can have a post. And this is a general post. And there's a lot of people that can use this box. Somebody that doesn't even live here can use this box. Because you go, mine is 08010-1837-0003. That's my office. You got to the general, you got to the general post, and then you got to the zip, the general, you got the federal district out into the post, and then to me in my office. And then there's other numbers you can use to go along with that, to coincide with that, to make it different locations of securities. And you really need to know this stuff. People just honestly need to know, because you send mail, you're like, and you're like, I sent some mail, it's fun. Wonder why you're going, oh my God, is the world moving? Weird. Have a great day.